Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for all the subscribers. Aki, nimebakisha watu 4 hivi nikuwe 100. Aki, wacha niwaambie. Thank you. So today I have a guest.
Hi guys, my name is Sam.
Yeah, and we want to talk about stuff related to relationships. Disclaimer, we are not here as a perfect couple. we do not have a perfect relationship. We're just here to share what we know and what we've always put to practice for the how many years?
2.
For the 2 years we've dated. Yes. So I'll let you start off.
Okay. So as she said, it's not that we're perfect. We just felt that it would be good to share these tips. We're going to talk about love languages today, and as we all know, for our relationship or friendship to be healthy, you need to communicate effectively. Like, you need to understand each other on a level that you're going to be able to meet each other's needs. In this bubble of love, you're going to meet each other's needs in a way that your partner is going to feel loved in the right way. So be it a new love, be it an old love, be it an entanglement. So we have 5 key, how do we call them?
5 love languages.
Yes, 5 love languages.
Yeah, 5 love languages. So we have acts of service. Of course, you know I am a research girl. So, ukiniona nikiangalia hivi time and again, usishangae what is this girl doing. So acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, receiving gifts, and quality time. So, with these love languages, why is it important to know each other's love languages? So that you meet at a point where each one of you get satisfaction
from that relationship.
From that relationship. Before we get into that, we'll explain those love languages. Do you want to go first?
You go first, ladies first.
So we talk about words of affirmation. These are marked by the desire to hear words of encouragement, approval, and appreciation. So that can be a love language where you have the desire, your partner has the desire to always hear you tell her you're beautiful, you're going to make it, you're going to close that deal, things like that. We have quality time.
And before you move on to quality time, on the words of affirmation, they don't really have to be, they need to be put out consistently throughout that period of that relationship. It doesn't have to be a time when, you know, your partner is feeling down. That's not the time when they're telling you like, oh, babe, today I don't feel beautiful. That's not the time that you tell them they're beautiful. So you need to be consistent in these words of affirmation. If you know probably your partner has a history of, say, low self-esteem or something like that.
Why did you use that example?
It's just an example. So you should, and you know, it's rooted mainly, it's caused by, say, thoughts that they have implanted in their brains, ama vitu zenye wamesikia from outside here. You can, to be able to help them to cope with that situation, you give them words of affirmation to boost their self-esteem. And yeah, you just pick out times, you know. Times, it doesn't need to be a specific time. When you're chilling, when you're meeting, when they're going out there, yeah. So you can just tell them, oh babe, you look so beautiful today. That dress is just gorgeous. And something like that.
Yeah, and for me, I feel like those words are so important. Like at times, especially I'll talk from a lady's perspective, at times we tend to forget who we are and what we can achieve. But when you hear those words of affirmation from, I almost said affirmation, those words of affirmation from your partner, it reminds you who you are. You know, sure. It gives you that boost. Yeah.
And also, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Guys, we also need those words of affirmation, because on the outside we might be like these macho men, you know, we can face everything, but at the end of the day, it's like it's always good to hear from our ladies, like, babe, you can do this, I got you, you know, I'm
I
always
believe
here
in
for you.
you.
Yes, I believe in you. Those
Yeah.
words go a long ways in putting a boost here to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve in this life.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So can I continue?
Yeah, sure.
So, quality time. This love language is marked with desire to actively spend time with your significant other. Maybe you're doing walks, or you're talking about important things, and what you especially, I actually love it when you're having that set aside time with your partner, and you're talking about the things you want to achieve, or how bad your day was, and the things you'd like to do tomorrow, and you have that heart to heart. So that love language is called quality time. It's okay. Expound. Expound.
So, and it's very important because quality time, you get to use it to, like she said, say you're offloading about your day or how you feel or your plans for the future. Then that is, if I'm able to share with you like plans for my future, for what I want, you're able to know whether that meets your own wants for the future. So we get to continue in this relationship on the same page.
Yeah.
And quality time doesn't have to be, quality time can also be, it doesn't have to be like you're offloading things or you're talking or you're doing whatever it is. We can be, say you can be reading a novel and I can be doing an art piece, but we're in the same space.
Yeah.
It's still quality time. You're doing things that are nourishing us at an individual level, but it's still, you're sharing that time together. You get.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way. Good job. So, acts of service. That is love language number 3. I don't know, I keep hitting hii tripod aki sijui. Next time tutasikia imetuangukia kwa uso.
Voila, you should be ready.
Acts of service. It is marked with the desire to have someone do things for you. Like maybe someone walking your dog for you, washing the dishes for you, fueling your car, you know, things like those.
Yeah, so just as she said, it's things that you do for the other person that on normal occasions they would be the ones to do them. And I think it goes a long way because you feel like there's a burden that has been lessened. Yeah, for instance, I can say like for us, me personally, I have OCD. It's obsessive compulsive disorder.
Hey, and that's a whole topic by itself.
So if there are tasks here, say she was supposed to do them, and I just see that something is not in order, I'll just do it because I want our space to look a particular way. So just go ahead and do them for. It's not for her per se. She's the one who's supposed to do it, but at the end of the day, say if it was cleaning something, then the house was to look neat for both of us to be able to coexist peacefully here. So I just go ahead and do it, and I'm sure she likes that a lot. She takes advantage of me.
I don't take advantage of it. Also, I'd say like at times, acts of service. At times, when he's around, I leave work and I'm so tired. Alafu unapata amenipikia uji. Amenipikia uji ama ameblend juice. Like it feels so nice. You feel like this person was really thinking about you all day, you know? Yeah, sijui mimi nafanyanga acts of service.
Hebu tuambie, unafanyanga acts of service?
So niambie.
Topic for another day.
Okay. The next one is receiving gifts. Oh my god. I mean, I don't know what Sharai can do. The love language is marked by the desire to receive gifts regardless of time, season. Like it does not even have to be Valentine's Day. It does not even have to be your anniversary. Like random gifts. Like, you know, your girlfriend loves flowers. Or your man loves perfumes and watches and flowers too. I know the men that love that scent, you know, love that have a feminine side. So by receiving gifts, it's marked by the desire to give and to receive gifts.
To receive gifts.
Yes.
And also, in the course of the relationship, you should be keen on what your significant other says or does, because she can be online looking at something, then she's like, oh my god, babe, I love this dress. So what I do is that I'll make sure I note down the particular page that she was looking the dress from, and I'll be able to know which particular dress it was, what was the price. So later I can be able to go to that particular shop and purchase it for her, because she loves gifts so much. So you need to be keen. You don't need to do a lot of things to be able to know what your partner wants. It's all about what they talk about most of the times. They'll tell you these things. They'll just mention them in just kawaida conversations.
Yeah, I actually feel like kwa easy gift wangeongea about like we love. Okay, of course again I'll talk about the woman. We love a man who listens. You know, at times I'd mention something that applies to some here. I'd mention something, I'm like, babe, what? Hey, me, I love this. Aki, I don't know. Aki, Maze, thank you. Aki, I'm about to start crying.
You're welcome. Don't cry.
Like, he really listens, and it makes me feel so nice. Mpaka unaweza receive kitu and you're like, oh, I mentioned this. And probably at times you don't even mention it so that anunue. Like you mentioned to ile hey babe, I've seen something, Nico, hey babe, see nakapwa. Hey, this will look nice on me, isn't it? And then he goes and gets it. Like it feels nice. Ina feeling ni kama hata hiyo time tuna spend pamoja, like you listen, you know. So you need to listen to your partner. Listen to your partner. And as he when we were starting, he said it's not still as make way to relationship, he sexual or inaweza kuwa tu hata kama ni friendship, you know. You unaweza sikiza beshte yako usikie kuna hizi vitu apendi, and the best thing about listening is utajua ni nini umse apendi na nini umse anapenda, unaona. So you tend to avoid the things that anakashindanga kusema mimi sipendi nini, you know. Yes, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome.
So and now we physical touch. Simalizie na physical touch.
As you just touch something, then I expound.
Okay, so it's marked with the desire to be touched, whether it's holding hands, hugging, kissing, stroking of the skin, and all.
Yeah, so these are just basic things that should be done in a relationship, stroke friendship. Like for instance, we can be walking on the road. Say we're getting something, we're getting breakfast, and we're getting lunch out there. And then we need to cross a road. In the event that I forget to hold this one's hand, it's a big issue. She's always like, guy, unanisahau. And she'll just, I'm already crossing and she's behind me and she's like, unanisahau. So such things are very important, especially to them. And no relationship can survive without physical touch. Those types of physical touches that she just touched on as she was starting on the point, it can't survive without those. They need to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at times najipatanga like sijui I don't know, sijui kutembea tu hivi kama hujanishika mkono, and I think nishazoea vibaya juu even when I'm with my mom nataka akivuka nataka anishike mkono na niambia wewe mimi si Sam, hebu vuka, you know. Like it's the things that umezoesha your significant other that like they're so dear. And you know she loves, okay, she can do without, yes, but she loves them, and since anazipenda, why not do them? You know, they do not even cost much, you know.
And it's like really tiny things, but it's tiny but they mean so much to them. Another one I just remembered, she claims she can't sleep without being patted. Imagine. She claims.
No, you know, this is you will never be on my channel again.
Why?
Because you are anika me here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, yeah, like ni hizo vitu tu mtu amezoea, you know, umezoea kila saa, baby, you're not going to pat me. Guy, baby, unipat. Mimi, I know something you love.
What?
You love unapenda affirmation. unapenda kuambiwa baby you try, it's going to work, I believe in you. That's why every time if you've noticed siku haipitangi kama sijakwambia I believe in you.
True.
Yeah,
true.
I know you love that. I know you also love physical touch.
Who doesn't?
You also love physical touch and acts of service. As in ukiacha kitu like unapenda at least upate nimemaliza. Unataka maybe upate at least nimemake juice ama babe tumekie chai na sio ni sasa
It's kwa sasa tunani
kana. I'm just saying.
No, tunani kana.
And he also loves quality time. Anapenda sana kuspend time pamoja. That's why as in some of my friends wananiulizanga mbona upendangi kuend out mara mingi. It's cause like I guess since we met nimerealize tunapenda sana kukua indoors. Not like si ati hatupendi kuenda mahali, but tunapenda sana kukua pamoja tukiongea vitu ama tukiwatch movies and all that. And I think as we wind up, from the research we realized it's very important kujua love language ya mwenzako. Why? An example is if he keeps walking my dog, I'll talk about dogs because I love dogs. Oh, I love dogs. And if he keeps walking my dogs or maybe fueling my, I don't have a cat.
Your kadudu.
My kadudu. Or washing utensils na ninatoka job nimechoka or anaya alikuwa home, but love language yangu sio acts of service. Love language yangu ni gifting. Still nitafeel ni kama hauja fulfill. Nitafeel bado niko empty. And that's why unafindingi some women wanasema ananifanyanga kila kitu but bado si feel ni kama uga ananipenda. You know. So it's very very important kujua love language ya mwenzako. Kama ni gifting, okay, fanya hizi vitu zingine zote. Na hata kama like if anafanya acts of service na wewe yako ni gifting, of course nita appreciate. Nitakuwa babe, thank you. Nimemiska uji yo. Thank you. But ujanifanyia love language yangu ni gifting. Me, you know, I love gifts. Oh my god. I love gifts. But sasa ikikuwa unanifanyia tu acts of service, yes nita appreciate but bado nita feel empty. So that's why guys, it's very important to know your partner's love language. Sexual relationship, friendship, hizo zote. Wind up.
No, me I'm good.
Tell them thank you.
Winding up.
Tell them thank you for subscription.
Oh, thank you so much for subscribing to my baby's channel.
Thank you. I'm almost at 100 and I'm so excited. Yes, I'm at 90.
Nice.
Today I'm at 96.
Ish. Tutatafuta wanne tufanye bonge la bad.
Aki, tukifika wanne nitapika kitu moja yenye napenda. Maybe I'll cook pork. Kwa wale colleagues wangu wenye Ivy sijakutaja. Sorry Ekra. Wale colleagues wangu wenye walisema wajui kupika pork, I can do that tukifika 100 and I'm so excited. Thank you so much for engaging with my content every time. Thank you so much for your comments, your likes, your shares. Some of you are even downloading my videos.
You just can't.
What can I say now? I just can't with these people. I cannot can. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for this, for showing up.
Anytime.
Asante sana, and I hope this content helped. You can share maybe what's your love language, and it's important to have a sit down with your partner and umwambie maybe mimi napenda gifting. Alafu unajua uzuri hizi love languages ni non-verbal cues kwa relationship. You know, hata kama you want to apologize to someone, if you can't apologize na unajua huyu dem anapenda gifts, imagine you'll bring me gifts and I'm supposed to know hey, this guy is apologizing. So it's really really important to know your partner's love language. Asante sana. Continue subscribing and click the notification button. Sijangi hata wanasemanga iko wapi.
To point to zote.
Iko sijui hata ni wapi. Sawa. Continue subscribing and engaging. Thank you.
Peace out.